Hey, welcome to the Dr. Atomic's Medicine Show portion of the 2021 Fair in the Clouds. How exciting is that? Oh, yeah. Well, Dr. Atomic's Medicine Show has a motto, and I want to tell you what it is. It's a quotation from the great humorist Lord Buckley of the 1960s. And he said this: "It is the duty of the humor of any given time to cause the people to laugh at the danger that confronts them in such a way that they do not die before they get killed." Yes, that's what Dr. Atomic's Medicine Show is all about. So let's get started. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Can
Who?
Can we stop global warming?
That's a great question. Did you know we produce 48% more carbon emissions than we did in the 1970s?
But that number could be halved if we just divide it by 2.
Yeah.
Good point. Well, and did you hear about the farmer in Iowa who went out to check in his fields and found 150 acres of popcorn?
No, I didn't hear about that. But did you hear what one tornado said to the other?
Do
tell.
Let's twist again like we just last summer, baby.
I heard that a group of scientists warned that because of global warming, sea levels will rise so much that parts of New Jersey will be underwater. And then there was the bad news.
Gosh. What was the bad news?
Parts of New Jersey won't be underwater.
Well, did you hear they're starting a Department of the Navy in Kansas?
Why? Do they have a sea?
Not yet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There ain't too many climate skeptics, but they are very loud. They get their dough from corporations, so they're well endowed. They're making Helsinki the new Riviera. The old one now is fried. Hit the beach to get a tan, but your shadow stays inside. But they are still not worried. The glaciers do not vote. There's lots of profit to be made, though glaciers are afloat. What will be required? Their conscience to arouse. Will their spree be ended by the flatulence of cows?
Well, climate change has caused my wife our marriage to upend. Trying to save on water, I showered with her best friend. Every time I turn around, things are browned or drowned. Birds are using potholders to pull worms from the ground.
But they are still not worried. The glaciers do not vote. There's lots of profit to be made, though glaciers are afloat. What will be required? Their conscience to arouse. Will their spree be ended by the flatulence of cows?
One planet asked another, what are your health trends? Not good, the other planet replied, I got Homo sapiens. I had that once, the first one said, so confident and strong. It hurts a lot while they're around, but it won't last for long.
Well, the global warming outlook's worse than originally predicted, which was that global damage would be completely unrestricted.
Oh, well, the planet can hardly stand on its last legs. Trees are whistling for dogs, hens are laying hard-boiled eggs. But they are still not worried, the glaciers do not vote. There's lots of profit to be made, though glaciers are afloat. What will be required, their conscience to arouse? Will their spree be ended by the flatulence of cows?
Though we're finding solutions to climate change, we haven't turned the corner. We might not have the answer yet, but we're definitely getting warmer.
There's still a bunch of people who don't believe Al Gore.
To get Republicans on board, gotta blame it on the poor.
So
If you meet a special someone who's a real earth shaker, you can talk about climate change, it's a real icebreaker. But we know what we really need, no politician spiel. Ask AOC and the Sunrise folks, it's called the Green New Deal. Yes, ask AOC and the Sunrise folks, it's called the Green New Deal.
Did you ever hear somebody say, I'm a self-made man? Self-made man. Let's think about that for just a minute.
I heard a white man say, I'm a self-made man.
Nobody ever helped me along the way. My parents were poor and they mistreated me, and I don't have an MBA. All by myself, yeah, all by myself. I did it all by myself. Well, of course, the land we're standing on,
You took it from the Indians, never paid them a cent.
and the labor to develop it,
Was stolen from the slaves, nobody tried to get their consent.
all by myself, yeah, all by myself. I did it all by myself. My kids were raised by women while they kept my home.
You didn't have to pay for that.
No, it was a privilege for them to work for me,
And we
they
all
loved
love the laundromat.
But then, just when I knew we needed more, along came the immigrants.
To take away those jobs you didn't want to do and tolerate your intolerance.
To build this country took lots of products that came from other lands. So I built myself an army, the biggest in the world.
In case they should misunderstand.
But you might be wondering how I learned to do the things that I have done. Well, I ain't no fool, I went to public school.
So you didn't have to pay a fortune.
All by myself, yeah, all by myself. I did it all by myself. Well, once I had no time, had to work so much. My days, they were all long.
but unions gave you a 5-day week.
Which gave me time to write this song. All by myself, yeah, all by myself, I did it, all by myself.
So I told that man, you've gotta understand, no one stands alone. We've all had help as we journey through life. We've all used stepping stones. Maybe it's time to appreciate those who helped you build your wealth. A bit more humility, a lot less toot. In short, get over yourself.
In short, get over yourself. When you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later those you love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives, to think of all the weeping they will do.
But don't you worry.
No more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday nevermore adorn a sleeve. For when the bomb drops on you,
Gets your friends and neighbors too.
there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go.
What a comforting fact that is to know.
Universal bereavement and inspiring achievement.
We
Yes,
will
we'll
all go together when we go. We will all go together when we go. All suffused with an incandescent glow.
No one will have the endurance to collect on his insurance.
Lloyds of London will be loaded when they go. We will all fry together when we fry.
We'll be French fried potatoes by and by.
There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie.
Yes,
we will
we'll
all fry together when we fry.
Down by the old maelstrom.
There'll be a storm before the calm. And we will all bake together when we bake.
There'll be nobody present at the wake.
With complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 8 billion hunks of well-done steak.
We will all char together when we char, and let there be no moaning of the bar.
Without a Te Deum when they say that I see BM,
And
The party will become as you are,
and we
we'll all burn together when we burn.
There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn.
When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out,
We'll just drop our agendas and adjourn.
You will all go directly to your respective Valhallas.
Go directly, do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
and we will
All go together when we go. From Washington, D.C. to old Moscow. When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. We will all go together. Yes, we'll all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
ones who think they're really in the know.
Want a giant military one that will intimidate the foe.
When it comes to weapons, they always want the newest gizmo.
Singing
Biggest bang, biggest wang, biggest bang, biggest wang.
When they mess around with atoms, they don't hesitate to spend a lot of dough.
They try all kind of methods till they find a brand new way to make it blow.
They like big explosions, makes them feel like they're really macho.
Singing
Biggest bang, biggest wang, biggest bang, biggest wang.
Yeah, but let me tell you people, we don't have to tolerate this anymore.
Because we're getting tired of not knowing if our lives are in limbo.
So the best solution is to give atomic weapons
The
the
heap
heap
ho,
Singing
tell 'em no. Blue, just blow. Tell 'em no. They're a zero.
Well, they've been trying to kill me since I was born. Gotta stay alive, no time to mourn. Went to school, tried to find a lover. Teacher told me duck and cover. It's alright,
It's okay, gotta ignore atomic doomsday. Ain't no need to fear attack. Missile man gonna keep me intact.
Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking. You're staying alive, staying alive.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive.